All right, and welcome back to another session of the Legend Gamers Present on the Legend Gamers Network, Friday night and see on this date, July 13th, in the year of our Lord 2025, and I'm back on Vagras in the Riven Realms. We're going to get back on this and actually start a game from scratch. We're going to start a game from scratch, so I'm going to make some selections. I'm going to get some options, make some selections, and all that good stuff. And thank you for joining for them that did, and all that. But yeah, you know, we're gonna get on in here. So let's start a new game altogether. We're gonna do the main campaign. Why is it looking like it's trying to load the game? Here we go. I'm gonna go on wasteland mode and run it just like that.
Ah, yes. A Vargrus. What a profession. Daring and savvy, always watching the horizon, always looking for an opportunity, and of course, for what is best for his comitatus, eh? And you are a Vargrus too, are you not? Many of your kind have I seen in my long life as a vagabond. Care to listen to a story about your exquisite occupation, good master? It is a tale of woe and terror, but it is also a tale that is true, as I have seen it with mine own eyes.
Nah, I'm good. Let's just get right to it, buddy.
Fair enough.
We're gonna create our own guy. Let's see here. So the scroll's weird. How would it even let you do that if you can't move it around and move the window around? Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna go with a dwarf. The mighty dwarven kingdom of Vindar Tar was the greatest ally of the empire before the calamity, and gifted humans most secrets of metal and stone. Dwarven technology was a true marvel, and the line of inventor kings governed the kingdom into a golden age of progress. When the calamity struck, most of Devender Thar was cursed and destroyed in a conflagration of fire and lava as the great mountains that they were and built upon and into erupt built upon and into erupted. There we go. The several thousand survivors of the cataclysm became a wandering people at the same time coveting and hating the technology that they think led to their downfall. Their former merry and progressive nature turned into bitterness, pragmatism, and cynicism. For all intents and purposes, dwarves are a dying race, stocky and sturdy. Dwarves are a hardy folk. Men almost always grow beards. They get an evaluate perk, bonus to negotiate. They get dwarvic gadget, some ancient dwarven gewgaw that nobody can decipher. Not even dwarves yet. You may try to, which makes it quite valuable. Don't know what this does. And we get a bonus to toughness, which is more of a story-based perk than anything. So we're gonna go with them for now. Let's see. And I think I'm gonna go with let's see, artisan, engineer per. Yeah, probably gonna go with the artisan for this guy here. Scrap goods and sell them for a living. Engineer perk, bonus to slave workforce, 2% to workers. Good quality tools and equipment. Carpenters Guild, carpenters. So we get favor with the Carpenters Guild. I see. To be quite honest, I do want to whoop a little ass though. Tough perk. Trying to be a warlord out here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to do the warlord stuff. I think I'll roll with a veteran. It's definitely gonna be between veteran and artisan, artesian. 1 and 2% is kind of trash though. So let me see. I'm gonna go with veteran. All right, select your calling. Calling's gonna be a mercenary. Bonus to slave, couple fighters, 1 scout, which I may drop. I'm gonna largely be doing trade to begin with, but I do plan to be a hard target. So, all right, I'm gonna go with the free play option here. Now, this is what I don't exactly understand. Okay, so it costs insight. I see. Increase authority. I don't exactly know what authority. Okay, authority dictates how many assigned deputies you can have at any given time. Authority also makes your companions more tolerant with the decisions you make. With higher authority, lessening loyalty losses for companions. Bonuses that raise maximum authority beyond six have no effect. Huh. So I'm gonna take a point of that. Does that mean so? That's how many people I see. So if I have three, I'm gonna have a little insight to put any points in. I have one insight. Your knowledge about animals, beasts, and monsters. Some some of them you can train. I would like to know what lure away is. What's good for trading? Negotiate. You know how to convince people. Survival. Foraging base. Foraging. So bonus to foraging, which is good. I wouldn't mind some of that. Hunting base. Oh yeah, there's no hunting on main roads I hear, so that might be a waste. I might leave that alone and stick with more survival based money type stuff. Which scouting base, yeah, you can read which still mining, scavenging, and digging things up. Now see that might be good. Let me see what we have here. Traverse. Oh, I don't have the insight to do any of that. Companion progression for certain skills. Which one helps with trade, yo? Using events, relevant test chances, and a companion progression. Strong-minded. I'm thinking charismatic. Right. Inspire devotion and earn trust. Let's see. See, this is navigation, evaluate, and scouting. Strong-minded, charismatic, and persuasion can help navigate complex social situations and negotiations. Boost aid and exploit are useful in companion and crew combat. All right. Sure. Do I have anything? Oh, yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's gonna be important. Let's do that. Those scores are really low. So here's the leveling up through that. Guess I'll do a classic dwarf head. All right. Man, Turk is a dwarf. Curious about that. All right. I was wondering if the portrait would change. It did not. All right. All right. That's it. My man Turk is in the building.
Curious, curious. I am humbled to have made your acquaintance, good master. I'm sure that many great adventures await you on your journeys. It was an honor talking to you, good master, but these old bones are aching, and I must rest now. Oh, yes. Perhaps we will talk in the morning. Perhaps we will. May the gods guard your sleep.
Sleep slowly but steadily begins to overwhelm you. In this, is it the late hour, the exhausting journey, or the mesmerizing voice of the old man? You faintly recall stumbling to your tent and crawling inside. Then it is only darkness. It's only dark. the darknesses. Morning creeps up quietly on the arid wasteland. You wake up and step outside of your tent and into the crisp air, yawning, stretching, and blinking in the orange light of the rising sun. The fiery orb's warm rays are welcome in stark contrast to how you all will feel in a few hours. Your crew, groggy still left an early start, shambles around camp, busy with their chores. Some of them are still huddled around their dying fires. You look at the horizon to the north and find it empty against the morning haze. Yet you know that beyond that jagged line, the way station of Kernak awaits. A short stop on your way to a proper city. Less than a week of trudging through the plains, and you reach Torzog's shelter. You hope to rest there and find much needed work. And in fact, this was the reason you took the Comitatus north to Terra Serpa, the lands beyond. New opportunities. The previous Vagrus of this traveling company perished several weeks ago, and even though you worked for her only a few months and are indeed quite new to this wandering business, the crew elected you to take care her place because she trusted your abilities. Morning, Vagrus. One of the guards walks up to you and draws you out of your reverie. That old geezer you talked to last night is about to leave and wanted to say goodbye before he does. You nod and head to the campfires. You find the old storyteller in the process of packing his meager equipment while whistling a tune. You clear your throat discreetly. Thank you for coming, good master, the old man says, still fiddling with his sling bag. I will not go to Torzag's shelter with you. My paths lead elsewhere. I am grateful to you for letting me travel with your comitatus. Oh yes, and I hope I've earned my keep. Because he had no coin or anything of value when you came across him in the middle of nowhere 3 days ago, you allowed the old man to travel with you and eat from your stores in exchange for entertaining your crew with stories along the way. And true enough, no hour has passed since without a tale being recited by the strange fellow. He even made an effort to entertain you while sitting at your campfire last night. But that as it may, you allowed him to tag along as an act of kindness. The old man turns to you and smiles innocently. I may be able to repay you more properly by giving you some advice, eh? If you don't mind me saying, good master, you are only starting your venture as a Vagrus, and perhaps you could use such wisdom. I'm not interested. As you will, good master. Who is old Egos to lecture you? Indeed, eh? Mind me not, mind me not. The vagabond takes up his gear. Time to go, eh? He limps away, smiling awkwardly. But just as you are about to return to your duties, he stops and calls to you. Oh, one more thing. Ah, yes, before I forget. There's someone in Torzog's who could be of great help to you, good master. Let me at least guide you to him in exchange for your hospitality. Uh-huh. The chap is called Brexius. Strange fellow, really, not only because of his peculiar lineage, eh? You'll see. He runs a shop. Yes. He'll buy any trinket off you that you do not need any longer. He may sell you something useful, too. Who knows? I'm just remembering, and now he once sold a Gavarnian wood talisman to an orc mercenary who. The old man stops abruptly when he notices the expression on your face. He smiles apologetically. Where was I, good master? Where can I find this man called Braxius? Oh, Braxius's shop, just east of Calrish Market. in a small street that has a dark stone statue of Mercatus over a fountain. Best of luck. Hierophants be with you, good master. I'd better go now. You thank him and wish him well, and then take your leave. You watch the old man as he walks away, alone, into the wasteland. It is time to set out. Torzog's shelter is waiting, but before that, it would behoove you to visit Kernak Way Station, only about a day's travel to the north. You could obtain much needed supplies and news there. Maybe even find work. Who knows? You set out across the wasteland. Alright, so we're gonna head north. Acquire supplies. I can just beeline straight there, man. As an alternative to acquiring supplies when you camp in the day, you may also acquire supplies during the day. This can often be useful as the node you choose to hunt or forage on may have sufficient impact on results. What is this? 0 to 143. Oh, I see the road now. Ah. Oh, I can see the road totally. That'd be interesting if you could turn these off. So I don't think you can do that. Price history, that's cool. I like that. Deputies, who do I have? Do I have any people? Companions. I have no legit companions. What do I got? Some scouts. Can I reduce my scouts? Turn them into something else? It doesn't appear to be the case. Outriders. Yeah. Mounted fighters. Yeah, I need all this stuff. Beast of burden, all that good stuff. All right. We're going to get into that right now. I'm trying to... Here, let's do this. I'm going to head here. I'll get on the main road. Ah, yeah. Interesting. All right. The Comitatus descends into the Great Basin. That shelters Kernak Way Station from the worst of the jagged wastes, dust, and rock storms. Even at this distance from the walled compound, you can see that the outpost is vastly overcrowded. Dozens of Komatati and literally hundreds of travelers swarm the confines of Kernak Station, which is now surrounded by makeshift camps and improvised metios. What is going on here? You arrive at the gate. A pair of gruff-looking mercenaries walk out to meet you and give you a half-hearted hail. The first one to speak is a tall, lean, tainted fellow armed with a barbed spear. Gotta say, you folk just keep popping up like wraiths around a rotten corpse. He sighs heavily. All right, move your ass over there and try to settle it in without a fuss. He points to a large area outside of the low stone walls, just northwest of the way station itself. Comply quietly. You nod to the mercenaries and lead the comitatus to the designated spots. The crew strikes camp and everyone is settled in after a quarter of an hour. Time to explore. This is what it looks like. Yes. Sheltered in an arid basin, surrounded by the stone walls and guarded by grim mercenaries, Kernak Station provides all the illusions of safety most travelers crave. Yet a quick glance at the many signs of past destruction tells a tale of raiders, rock storms, or worse. Despite rebuilding time and again, it is not long before the jagged waste claims this place for good. Looks like we don't got much going on here. Let's see what they got going for trade. Hmm. We have a good amount of food. Got some luxury wine. It is not in demand here, so it would be a waste to sell it. We can hold it for another place. Do we have any price lists? Any price lists out here? Huh? Hold on. What was I looking for? Wine? See, bogweed, bogweed, bogweed. Where's the wine at? Luxury wine. Here we are. So here we are. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have anything to measure this by. Apparently, hey, this is the only place I've been, so that ain't gonna make a damn difference. So yeah, I don't really have anything to sell. How much money we got? We got a little bit of change though. Good up. See if we got anything here. Scores. Bonus to flee. Bonus to beast defense. Awnings. Reduce consumption. Now that's always good, man. Yeah, let's definitely go ahead and get one of them. What is this? Oh, that's equip whatever it is. One fighter combat strength. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. Yeah, we don't need any of that. And +5 defense at your outpost. We don't have outposts yet. That's a bit overzealous in thought. Got 9 days worth of food in storage. How many cargo holds? 60 out of 96. That's sad face. Can we take something with us to sell at least? Coal. I know ore sells good. It's expensive. Scrap is probably going to be very expensive. Yeah, see, scrap metal. I'll just figure out how to come up, man. Maybe I can hire me some people or something. I may just travel a little bit. We have resources. I'm gonna try not to spend too much cash, but we could use some defenders and stuff. Ooh, outriders carry more cargo too. Let me take a look at something here. Boom, bang, beady bang. Let me see. Fighters. I have 11. Oh, I got enough fighters to fully protect, so that's good. How many slaves do we have? 7. We got some. I was wondering if this got a little bit more detailed here. Looks like you can hack them up as needed. All right. I'm really wanting an outrider, I swear. It's crazy. I'm trying to justify whether or not to have one, though. right, yeah, playing this. So how do you can't really, I don't see where you can, oh, here we go. All right, so let me try, where, oh, I think it's here, right? Yeah. I'm trying to see where my protected status is so I know how protected my spot is. I guess I can only see that when I rest. Trade routes blocked. Let's buy that rumor. Trade routes blocked. Rumor added. Karnak Way Station is a buzz about traders who now have a lot of unsold merchandise on their hands. Ooh. Due to the blockade down south, they say what might fetch an especially good price up north. Source. Okay, so Karnak Way Station. A lot of unsold merchandise. So that means, in theory, it should be cheap to buy stuff. Am I seeing that right? Uh, Passengers wanting to go to Torgzag shelter. That might be something to take a look at. Anything on the news? It's been refreshed, I guess. All right. We have 11 fighters. Like I say, if I can figure out. Okay, it says upkeep. Oh, shit. I just messed that up. I think that means I got rid of one. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that means I got rid of one. So I'm going to turn off my go. Is it making me buy more? I don't want more. I'm trying to get rid of them. Lord. Oh no. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this. So we got lizards here. I'm not gonna use lizards right now. I'm gonna keep my horses. Let me see. Oh, I think I understand how this works. I see. So I can have two of them. And they come from my pool of fighters. I understand now. I'll keep that the way it is. I'm thinking about having some more mounts though, straight up. I'm gonna add one more mount. Alright. I'm trying. I know I don't want my consumption to get real crazy, but all right. So with that, Black any dev in the building, salute. Yeah, I'm out here playing one of them text-based games like I know you love. Let me see. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna work with what I have here. Although I am thinking about getting some more slaves, I'm gonna chill on that idea. And claim like there's you can buy stuff less sturdy than ivory. Bones, huh? Looks like you could. I mean, looks like they are cheap to buy, but I just don't know what the resale value is out here, you know? Chitin, man. Seemed like that would sell good. I can buy a good chunk of that on the low. Sell for high. Coffee beans, copper. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. For three. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save my money for the road, man. I just don't know. What I don't. All right. All right. I don't have any companions that I can hire. All right. I guess it is what it is. Let me get back to the city. Looks like we have a mission. The guarded compound. Travelers gather here to enjoy a little rest before leaving Karnak. The whole compound is crowded with people, travelers, comitatus, crews of vagrants, vagrants, mercenary warbands, trading house agents, smugglers, prostitutes, thieves, and of course beggars. The largest stone building housing the tavern is filled to the brim with customers, so much so that you cannot get inside for a drink. Luckily, they had the sense to set up a bar outside, too, and the kitchens try to serve as many of the clientele as possible. Should you be into jarka meat, steaks, or fried horv larva, that is, the noise and the stench of sweat and booze make you feel like you're in a war camp. Asking around, you hear of several organizations looking for transportation of goods and personnel. Let's eat, drink, and chat with travelers. After ordering a mug of mushroom ale and some food, you sit down on a bench under a dusty awnings and take a look around. There are all kinds of people here. Ferocious looking orc mercenaries arm wrestle at a large table nearby, laughing out loud at bawdy jokes. A tainted woman juggling knives with six long, three jointed arms. Intimidating dragonkin warriors in colorful steel armor. Tarkin traders lounging on large pillars around a small, portable table with cups of coffee and a hookah. A dwarf selling scavenged junk from the back of a tumbled down cart. Even weird insect people you have never seen before, chittering away in their melodious language. There are some other Vagri you can talk to and soon learn the reason for the state of this place. Apparently, the Imperial legions have closed off the only pass through the Sepus Mountains in the south not too long ago, turning back anyone and everyone on both sides. This plunged the travel plans and business enterprises of many into utter chaos. People suspect that this is a reaction to the strange earthquake several weeks ago and the terrible windstorms that followed. The winds have been crazier than usual ever since, and many people engulfed by them complain about having nightmares and constant headaches. Hmm. I'm going to ask about the blockade. A small, pot-bellied, swarthy Mandul man, reputedly a spice trader, tells you the tale of his encounter with the soldiers at the pass just several days ago. They told him that a new senatorial decree forbids anyone except military personnel passing through the mountains from either direction due to the concerns for their safety. No further explanation was given, and it looks like a small army had joined the garrison at the Twin Towers, the forts guarding the pass. The Legionnaires mean business too, pal. The Bandol trader waves his hand dismissively. I don't advise going down there and playing tough. It is clear that the Imperials truly and well shat themselves for some reason, and I doubt that they will ever tell you the real reason why. The blockade has caused great uproar and will surely continue to do so, and when more and more people realize that they are practically cut off from the lands and provinces south, hardest hit are Vagri such as yourself, who now have to rethink their destinations entirely. Let's ask something else. Ask, ask about the winds and dreams. A young but uncharacteristically talkative Escalite novice has a sizable audience gathered around him, and he relates what he has gathered on the topic of the winds that have gone mad. It all had started weeks ago with with that earthquake. People say that epicenter was somewhere southwest of here. Since then, the wind has changed. Almost everyone here has had bad dreams or had strange voices in the wind. Heard them. The further southwest one goes, the most intense it gets. Many of the audience complain about headaches they got ever since they heard the voices. There is hushed talk of travelers going insane and their brains literally burning to a crisp. Through such though such talk is difficult to believe. Ask something else. Ask people if there is available work for your comitatus. You learn that while most travelers are trying to figure out what to do now, the representatives of several organizations are looking for Vagri to take their cargo north, mostly to Torzog's shelter. That's something else. Oh, we got Torzog revealed on the map. That's tight. That's tight. Um, I think that's it. Let's do something else. Talk to agents. Let's talk to agents of the factions looking for someone to haul some goods. Let's get a little work drummed up. A quick survey of the options reveals several factions that are willing to pay you for hauling their cargo and taking some people to Torzog's shelter to the north. There are the agents of a trading house trying to cut losses, as well as a bunch of shady fellows, probably smugglers, who promise that you will not regret taking them and their stuff to the great city. Another group, some pilgrims who wanted to reach a shrine in the south, now wish to turn back towards the shelter. Last but not least, there is a company of foreign merchants from the Dragonlands looking for a new market. Whoever you choose, you will not be able to strike a deal with another group, and you will have to make sure that the goods and passengers arrive at their destination safe and sound. Let's see, trading house. That sounds like a good one. I don't know if I want to run with smugglers just yet. I kind of want to get my weight up before I jump into the black market world. Religious pilgrims. Deal with traders from the Dragonland sounds interesting. I do want to start getting my hands in on some good trade deals. Let's try this Dragonlands joint. The deal is struck fairly quickly. The three trade agents of the Ratharnak Alliance want you to take them, along with their bodyguards and sizable cargo of copper ore, to Torzak's shelter. As per the agreement, you have to travel to the city without unnecessary delay, and they will add their remaining supplies to your stores when you arrive. You will be handsomely compensated when you reach the shelter's gates. You will load up goods upon leaving Kernak. Make sure you have 2 empty cargo slots for their goods. The whole compound is crowded with. Oh yeah, I read that. All right. I think we're good. I got a job. We can leave the camp. I think that's it. I ain't got much else. Can I look at the map? Let me see. So we're gonna be heading north to Torzak shelter. We're gonna stay on the main road. No funny business. Maybe we'll get word of some stores or something, cause I don't know if we're gonna have enough food. So it's 9 days worth. So we'll see how many days it takes to get to Zogs. But this is what we're trying to get. Mark location remain visible. Yeah, let's do that. I think. It does not appear that it's marking it. Or whatever. Alright, let's leave the settlement. Load the cargo. Put up the passengers. Hold up before I do that. Can I go back? It doesn't appear that it's gonna let me go back. Alright, we got 16 copper, and we set out. After your crew loads the cargo, Your new comms take their place along the line and on the carts. They remind you that going anywhere else other than towards Zog's shelter renders your agreement null and void. All right. One-way trip, baby. Oh, we need to rest. Maybe we shoot him now, but maybe we shoot him later. Yep. Yeah, pay later. Everything looks cool. Where is the security? I don't see any security yet. We are super not defended. All right. It's the end of the day. Cherish the day. One of the most common mistakes you can make is to expand too fast initially. And since nothing warns you of the more hidden economical consequences, instead, focus on faction trade tasks. These will take you to new locations, and by working on them, you accumulate much needed money reserves. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be working. Many mercenary tasks are extremely difficult for new comitatus. Yeah, we ain't going to do that yet. Finding outlaws or creatures is not an income source in general. Try to avoid conflict. All right. You are likely to run into a few death spirals before getting the hang of it. All right. All right. We are rested. We sure are. Let's leave. Let's hit the main road. All right. All right. And I do have scouts. At least 3 scouts are needed. All right. Ain't gonna worry about that shit. Oh, yeah. There ain't nothing for the scout on the roads. No way. All right. So, sweet thing. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and rest. Rest our where we head. Where's the rest button here? There we go. Maybe I pay him now. Nope. Maybe I'll pay him later. Yep. We do have 7 fighters and outriders. You have 10. Yeah, we're good there. I probably can drop about 3. We'll see. We'll see. At the end of the day here. Keep on the road north. Keep on moving. Let's rest. Everything looks good. Everything is everything. What if I do 50%? Yeah. I know the people won't like this if I do that. And not knowing the best way to control morale, I probably shouldn't play with that too much. Yeah, see, if I do that, my morale's gonna drop a point. Nah, I don't need that long. What's over here? All right, we gotta get through that bend right there. Almost here. We will pay them later. Let's go ahead and end the day. Torzag shelter, here we are. The Comitatus is in sight of the nearby settlement, eager to get some well deserved rest. But what do the people who you took on at Kurnask have to say about this? They seem happy to have reached their destination. The great Black Blood Mountain towers ahead, crowned with black fortresses and jagged battlements. The single immense wall that blocks entry into the bowels of the mountain looms ahead. Your passengers are making ready to depart, but first they check their cargo. Everything is intact. The cargo is in order, and your passengers quickly unload it. After giving you their remaining supplies, the one in charge hands you the agreed upon fee for your services and turns to you before leaving. The Rathanarch Alliance considers you a friend, Vargas. Nice. We got some bonuses. Yeah, I'm loving that. How we lost copper? Not sure about that one. All right. Got some lyric. Oh, the copper is that's what we're transporting. Some additional supplies. Very good. Let me see. I don't see our store. Okay. Okay, we got some storage space there. All right. Cool, cool, cool. The Dark City awaits. You reach the fortified gates of the great city. After awaiting your turn in the line of chatting travelers, bleeding beasts of burden, swearing loaders, exhausted slaves, decrepit pilgrims, and fellow Vagri, you are greeted gruffly by guards under the shadow of the great house. Approach the guards. An inspection follows. I don't have any illicit goods. You have nothing to hide, or at least there is no way they can find it. After getting through the inspection, you are told that now you have to pay the gate tax. I'm gonna pay the gate tax. 3 changes. You head to a Mancio immediately. Alright. The Torzag's shelter. Though the vast caverns and tunnels inside Black Blood Mountains merely gave refuge to a war leader Torzag many centuries past, the imperial city of the Tenebretis, or as people have been persistently calling it, Torzag's shelter, that sprung up there following the war managed to transform into one of the most important settlements on the continent. Often referred to as Surigod City, the shelter not only houses the Cathedral of the Raging One in its immense Everdark caves, but it is also a bustling trading settlement and the center of obsidian harvesting in the region. Thousands toil and haggle under its wrought iron chandeliers every day, while servants of the Master of Curses deal out justice in the name of their malevolent god. Let's see what all options we have here. Beating heart of the city. Just generally explore the undercity, the dark underbelly of the shelter, the temple district, servants of the empire of the gods, the civic district. How do I see my faction? Seeing if there is a way to see what kind of like factions are out there and how cool I am with them. Like what's the rating? That's money. Okay, these look like possibly some of the factions, but that doesn't tell me my standing. Here we go. Factions are essentially interest groups, reputation. How do I find that out? Reputation. Reputation is the player standing. The higher the reputation. I don't see where you can see that. I mean, that's semi-useful. Is this? Oh, here we go. Interesting. Many settlements have faction panes like this one, where you can interact with factions with a presence at the given location. Each faction provides yeah. The active tab is where you can turn in tasks, blah blah blah. The rewards, blah blah blah. All right. And the rewards pending. Plenty of resources. Uh, I guess that's once I raise my Carpenter's Guild. Okay. Nothing active. What's this? Supply run for the Carpenters Guild. Kernak Way Station. Okay, that's 9 days away. Or they want it done in 9 days. It took us 4 days to get here, so that's not bad. 2 cargo slots, 6. What's this? Procure goods for Carpenters Guild. So they want me to get these goods. 26 days to procure these goods. Okay. Recall. Deliver. Oh, to Devon. Let's see where Devon is on the map. Where are they trying to get me to go? Oh, that's very far north. That is a good ride. Maybe I'll do a few trips between Kernak and yeah, look at that, man. That's a few days out right there. Maybe I'll do a few trips between Kernak and stuff before I start trying to go that far out. Supply run, the Twin Towers. Oh, that's cool. I like how you can see that. Not Liurnia. So that's Torzak Shelter, the Twin Towers. Oh, is that where? Oh, okay, it's in between. Okay, that ain't bad. I could do that. That's a nice little run right there. I can definitely mess with that. And especially if they let you take more than one job, which I don't think they will. So let me see. Supply run for House Darius. They paying well. I'm liking that money. I'm liking that money. But if I do this, the tour near defend for House. Now, see, I don't know about all that. Supply run, distribute. That's a nice one. What is it? Agoras Work Camp. Let's see what this is. It's off the beaten path. It's off the main road. Way up north. We ain't doing that yet. It pays well, though. Conquer for Loaders Guild. What does that mean? Conquer the town? I don't understand what they want you to do here. Conquer. Loaders Guild. Oh, this is interesting stuff. All right. I can't do any of that anyway. I guess I need to do like supply runs or something for them first. Yeah. So I can only take on this low. I can take this one for House Cool. Oakwood. Looks like they definitely need somebody to do some business for them. Drunzian Quarry. Where is that? Oh, that's just off the beaten path here. But it's paying really nice, and it's not that far away. Let me take a look at that joint. Yeah, man, I might have to run that. 17 cop, 17 what was it? Bros, 17 Bros. Twin Towers are 4 days away. Get 10 and come back, man. Devon is very far away. Kernak Worcester. Yeah, I'm liking the idea of this one. This one is about right for me. I think I'm gonna take that up. Yeah, you can only take one at a time. Alright. Maybe if I had more beasts of burden, I don't know. We got enough space, just enough space to do that. I may need. Oh yeah, looks like the wine sells much better here. Why am I? Here it is. Yeah, the wine sells much better here. So I'm going to sell it. Give me a little money. Also make some space. Like, yo, how you sell that whole thing? Thank you. What is this? Mushroom beer. How the hell I even get mushroom? Oh, that must be what they paid me in. See what mushroom beer looking like across the map. Sells better in Karnak. You know that's not where I'm going. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I don't. Oh man, yeah, it's make no money selling that here. Okay. Let me see how much space did that. Oh, that freed up a good amount of space. I can let's see. You just get some supplies. Shift click buy one stack. How much is one? How many? Oh, it is like 250 for one stack. So let me click shift click on the icon. There we go. And I let's buy 100. 125. Just 6, 7. Okay. I was trying to see how it was gonna affect my here. Shift click to buy one stack. Damn it, that is not what I wanted. It still did it, bro. Well, that'll be going down as a travel, so we should be good. And that's 2 slots available. I just wanted to make sure we have food. All right, we got good money. Let's see if there's any equipment they got different here. What's this do? 10 chase outrider come out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to change that up too. Before I get too crazy off into this, let me look at my because we're gonna be. I think we're gonna be. Since we're gonna be off we're just gonna be off the beaten path. I guess I can hire some scouts. They have 8 available. We only have 1, so let's hire 2, I guess. We'll hire 2 scouts, and hopefully that'll keep us good. We're not really trying to attack. So we'll keep it looking good just like that. Got us some scouts. If I should buy maybe 1 more slave. Let's buy a slave. Alright, then we can also set 1 free. That always makes people happy. Let's see, what do we have out here? Let's exchange some news. News refresh. Underground fields. Mushrooms thrive here. Chart location revealed. It's out in Devon, looks like. Let me take a look at this. Okay, looks like, I guess, underground mushrooms you can get in Devon. Maybe they sell good there, or you can buy them for cheap. I don't know. What if, Clip? We got some passengers. Anybody going anywhere I'm going? I'm not going to Devon, so no. I'm not going to Saloon, as far as I know. Where's Saloon? Let's see. What is this? Okay. They didn't tell me a damn thing. Guessing Saloon is here somewhere? and it's not really telling me anything. But in comparison to where I am, it's still very far away, and it does not appear that they actually are paying some pretty good money. They're paying bras for it, so I ain't tripping. But that's not what we're gonna do. All right, I think we are good. I believe we're good. None of my people have levels or anything like that. I don't gotta worry about. We can rest. Yeah, let's rest. I think I've sold all I'm gonna sell. I'll go ahead and pay my people now. Keep them happy. Gatorade is thirst aid. Gonna bump that morale. Let me see. What is our morale? It might be maxed out already. Oh. Here we go. I think 9 is the highest. Yeah, I probably don't need to splurge this much. Yeah, we're good. Y'all can sleep on a cot. My man. All right. And I mean, we're looking good. It's the best you can get. Let's leave. Trudge towards the city gates. You approach the mighty gates of. Damn it. You know what? Anyway, you approach the mighty gates of Torzog's shelter. One can see the scorching desert sky loom above the cruel black battlements. As the comitatus takes its place in the long line at the vast gate, you notice a lean woman dressed in the bureaucrat's tunic and a cape approach one of your guards and talk to him briefly. They walk up to you soon afterwards. Apologies, Valgris, the woman says, bowing her head politely. I work for the magistrate of tax collection. No need to be alarmed. I am here to present to you an opportunity. I have a message attached to some documents that need to be delivered to Arkin, to a client of ours. Should you take this message, you'll be compensated upon handing it over. What say you? She offers you a leather document case. Where is Arkin? Can I see it on a map? So far, oh, here we go. It's not very far. I don't really have a time stamp date. I think I'm going to do it. Actually, I think that job does actually have a time stamp on it. I think it's like 20 days or something. I'm gonna double check that. Take the document and promise to deliver it. Thank you, Vagras. I am sure it will be worth your time. Our client is a very resourceful man who works for a researcher of some renown. He awaits the message in the town of Arkin, to the north, where he rents a small apartment above a tobacco shop on Stillwade Street. His name is Levantius. With that, she hands over the leather case, bows her head, and takes her leave. You can see her approach the guards, talk to them briefly, point at you, then walk away. After sorting the case with your personal belongings, you signal the comitatus to move on towards the city gate. Alright, let me see. He awaits the message in the town of Arkin. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do all that. And I realized I did not want to leave that soon. So I'm gonna have to enter the city once more. And no doubt, pay the gate tax. Alright, I wanted to check equipment and purchase stuff like this. Not using Outriders right now. Oh, we don't have Beast Lore, so I couldn't use that, no way. Ah, here we go. Extra storage. I want that. It's kind of weak extra storage or whatever. Quality tools. Wish you could see where this goes. Oh, it'll tell you. Tools and outposts. There we go. Or mining equipment for prospecting. 5% worker workforce. Whatever that means. Perimeter alarms. Requires hunting, which we don't have. Protected harness. Where does this go? It goes in the harness and defense. Navigation, sorcery. Miscellaneous. Slot is locked. Yeah, I don't really got all that shit open at the moment. Traveling saddles is probably also a harness, which I can't use. It's miscellaneous category. Standard armaments, I think that's what we have that already, and awnings. All right, there's no need to spend money if I don't have to. Oh, this thing here would be nice. It's kind of pricey though. It goes in tools and miscellaneous. Yeah, I ain't gonna worry about that just yet. I'm gonna hold on to my money. Make sure I pay my people. Don't get too crazy with it. I did buy one thing, so. Alright. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good, yeah. I ain't trying to buy nothing. I just want to sell. Alright. Let's leave. I've already taken care of my city tax. Stop playing. Alright. So, journal. Underground fields. Trade block. No, here we go. Tasks. Supply. How many days? We got 20 days. I should probably do that first. Then, I could have sworn somebody gave me a quest. Did I not take that? Yeah, Braxius, no. Deliver the tax magistrate's letter to Levantus in Arkham. And it doesn't have a time associated to it, so very cool, very cool. We're gonna do this task here and deliver all this stuff to here. Can I mark you? I guess maybe. All right, so yeah, we need to be heading east now before it gets too crazy. Let me make sure I equip some scouts. We're gonna need those scouts now. Let's see. I don't want to camp all the way. Well, I feel like if I go in, it's gonna force me to use up a day. I don't wanna. I guess I can quit camp. Man, I'm burning up days, yo. Oh no. This is terrible. I do not. All right. Here's how this gonna go. We're gonna wind up having to camp again anyway. Why like this is cut off like I can't get out here? I sure as hell hate to start going this way then and do something stupid. So it looks like if I start heading on this route, it'll be better because it looks like there's a road. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Oh, I guess I don't need a scout too bad. I bought them damn scouts. I sure as hell did. I don't even need them like that because I'm still on the road. Yeah, I'm still on the road. Son of a dang. let's just rest. Guess it ain't gonna end the world. We did get some supplies. Cool. Okay, we're getting close to the quarry. I can dig it. I can dig it. I'll pay them later. Food is looking fine. Oh man, I got too many dang, too many scouts. I don't really need them. Seeing as I'm on the main road and stuff. Vigilus Tower. I might check that on the way out. All right, and we have made it. Travelers, merchants, patrols, and the like move around sluggishly as you approach this settlement. While some of them are just loitering, many may be waiting for something or merely just resting. Yet one group stands out. At the side of the road, you can see a handful of scantily clad people surrounded by men in dark robes. Screams can be heard. There is clearly violence going on, but the rest of the travelers just walk by without paying attention. Upon getting closer, you assess the situation. The men wearing black are without a doubt priests of Suragorod who are in the process of mercilessly whipping the poor wretches who appear to be slaves. The angry rants of the priests make it clear that it is punishment for some offense, maybe an escape attempt. Blood soils the dust, and the Suragodites are obviously taking grim pleasure in their brutal work. Hmm. S- Yeah, I'm gonna let them to. This is none of my business. I'm just gonna move along. You behave as all the other travelers and proceed without as much as looking. After all, something like this is a rather unusual sight in the Riven realms, and it is not too sensible to meddle in the affairs of Sargarodites. The agonizing screams of the slaves and the relentless cracking of the priests' whips continue behind you. Just business as usual in the Empire. Arceus Quarry encampment. This gigantic basin at the foot of Sargorod's blade is a testament to what several centuries of cruel slave labor is capable of. They moved a mountain's worth of rock and dirt to reach the precious obsidian underneath. Yet at length the black blood of the earth ran dry, and only small amounts are mined these days. And so, the quarry underneath the grim, dark cliffs and the overcast skies now look even more desolate. The Forum. In Arceus, all the important things happen here. Arceus Quarry is a huge bored hole into the steep side of Surgarad's blade. Is it large enough to house a veritable city in the middle, while slaves mine for ore ferociously on the southern side. The Forum is a site of commerce made on a beautiful red marble, yet covered in so much gray dust that the original color is barely visible, even though a flock of slaves cleanse the place ceaselessly. The banners of a house Darius fly on pillars, front pieces, and battlements. Nothing going on there. Let's see what kind of trade they got. Yeah, it seems kind of cheap for mushroom beer out here. Let me see. Mushroom beer sold better elsewhere. Mushroom beer. Here we go. Actually, it sells the best here. I might offload it. I might offload some. So far, this is the best price. Oh damn! Whoops. I'll sell a little bit here and see what else I can sell elsewhere. How we looking on supplies? We got 7 days worth. Maybe I'll buy another stack. Take a look and see what all they got here, and that sells well. Stuff sells good here. Man, everything's up here. Ivory is pretty standard. Marble sells good. There's no real. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's no real gain for marbles. Actually, look at it. Mushrooms, nah. Obsidian. Obsidian's kind of cheap here. No, I'm sorry. It sells. Yeah, no, obsidian. I'm not really seeing no deals nowhere. I don't know. You can buy salt cheaper. Yeah, nothing. I'm not seeing any good deals. No good deals. Spice. Not the supplies. Looks like supplies are more expensive here. Might not do that. I can make it to the other town and get my money back. All right. Yeah, not really. Everything here is really expensive, but it appears. Bogweed. Is that contraband? Looks like bogweed might be illegal cargo. All right, whatever. Yeah, there's no deal making out here. What about equipment? Ooh, guard animals. Hmm. Nothing of merit. No trade offers because I think I already got something active. I feel like this is not even where I'm supposed to be. Jerusian Quarry. Oh. And I sure as hell hope I did not sell the damn beer. I think I sold wine, right? I did not. I'm hoping I didn't sell the mushroom beer. That's gonna suck, yo. Missing cargo. I sell the fucking beer, yo. 11 units. God damn, I think I sold the fucking shit, yo. Oh, God. I sure did. Whoops. Yikes. Lord have mercy. I'm glad I caught that before I left. Yeah, I need to leave that alone because I'm doing wrong. All right, I did want to check a look at. All right, we're almost there. Oh yeah, okay. I am gonna need them scouts. So let's get back to business. We need to rest and then be out. Pay them later. Everybody's devoted. We're looking good. Morale is high. It's just end of the day. Master Crystal Mage, she is said to dwell near crystals. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's just up here. We'll stop by there on the way back. Let me see. All right, Drusian Quarry is right up here. Supplies gained on pawn success. No, we ain't gonna do that. Let's just rest like normal. See the road. All right. Scout a little bit. Looks like nothing came up on the scouting, I guess. See, this is weird. See, this was starting to worry me because now I don't see any road here. Four days worth of food. Ugh. Hopefully we can get some. Oh, okay. I see the road now. That makes me feel much better. What did they find? No quests, whatever that is. 100% of whatever that is. 27%. Okay. Hey, we were successful in getting some food, so we're up to 3 days now of travel. We can run this. Let's go. Who told you to stop there? Is what I'm trying to understand. Prosperous beyond belief, the huge terraced quarry at the tip of Saragara's blade is the pride of Okuo, whose bleak banner flies high on guard towers and administrative buildings alike, while a veritable army of slaves and free workers toil day and night to get the best obsidian the region can offer, only for it to be fashioned into blades and spearheads for an army that keeps them in check. This is where I'm supposed to be, right? So, when is the quest kick in? Deliver 50. Okay. There we go. The Great Walled Compound of Horse stands on the edge of the largest quarry pits, its battlements covered in obsidian spikes and patrolled by grim-looking watchmen. The bronze and brown banners of the trading house hang lazily in the hot, dry air as you make your way to the market plaza inside. Why would I hire Oakville specialist? I wonder. Oh, is that like a companion? Let me sell goods. Uh, the merchant's house. I do have that. 10. So give me some good price, good money off the top. No, you can have it. Tools for medical use, huh? Need a healer. Tools for survival, outdoor survival, which I don't have survival. Pack of guard animals. Yeah, do something else. What's this hire specialist? House Oakwood is well known for effective and experimental labor methods and organization. You can hire individuals with unique skills in these areas at the station and have them join your crew for a time as dictated by their contract. You can only employ a single Okuwo hireling at any given time. They will not fight, but only provide their versatile skills to your benefit. The overseers are great at handling slaves. The supercargo is an expert at managing commodity as well as logistics. 30 days or until killed. Okay. No, I ain't trying to do all that. It don't really exactly tell you what they do for you. I see. Beast handlers. Nah, I'm good on all that right now. Take a guide tour of the quarry. As time as the time of day, the Drusian quarry is bustling. At this time of day, the Drusian quarry is bustling with activity. The efficiency and vigor of slaves, as well as the strict but fair conduct of overseers, almost makes you forget that you are looking at a site where back-breaking slave work is applied to get the black bounty of the earth, obsidian. A guide shows you around at the behest of House Okul, who run the place. Apparently, they are glad to show potential customers the operation they are so proud of. There are veritable mountains of prospected obsidian here, buildings of all sizes and functions, and an army of slaves and workers. I asked the guide about the other quarries in the region. I've seen enough of it. Um, how do I fix? How do I finish? So am I supposed to sell this stuff? Like, what do they want me to do here? Oh, turn in. Boom. Here we go. And that's that. I turned it in. Task completed. So what did I get? Some bonuses. I got some commission here. Some points. More than 31 days. I don't know, I guess yeah, I'm not. I guess it would have failed if I'd have been over 31 days. I guess it was on time in 20 days. Oh, it was fast. Oh, I see. We got the bonus. Okay. Cool, cool. No missing cargo. It's nice doing business. Let's see if we can get any more work out here while we're on the way back from here. Distribute. Arkin. Eoskin Quarry. 9 days. It's not my kind of cash. What's this? No, we're not doing that. Eliminate. No, we're not doing that. Distribute. Arkin. I can run that. I think I was heading to Arkin anyway for something. I forget what though. Yeah, I'm supposed to be going up there for something. So yeah, I think I can do that Arkin run. Arkin Army. So what they want me to do? Deliver 20 obsidian to Arkin. Are they going? Okay, okay, yeah, they're gonna do that. All right, how are we looking on supplies? Only got 3 days worth of supplies, so we're gonna need to fix that. 8 days worth. Need more space. Let me get that 9 days. Lord. That's kind of crazy. How about 1 stack now? It's gonna be kind of crazy. I see the. There we go, 9 days. All right. I'm not hauling anything else right now. Just what the people want. Oh, I actually have some obsidian. Oh, that must be what I'm hauling. Let me not make that mistake again. How's everybody looking? Tired, no doubt. We will rest. We will rest. Let's trade some news. Great slave market, largest one in the region. Ash. All right. Did we rest already? Now let's go. We're gonna pay them now on this day. All right, everybody's good. Let's leave this mamma jamma. Yeah, I think I need to be going. I'm going to Arkin. I think I might have something in Lumen too. Let me see. Let me double check, make sure. Tasks, news. Yeah, travelers. She buys and sells. Okay, yeah. Um, Crystal Manor in Lumen. Is that? I think that's close by. Let me double check. Yeah, that's actually before we get to Arkham. We're gonna head over to Lumen next. Scout. No, I don't want to pick up no extra tasks. You know, tell them what they might want me to fight somebody or something. I will set for foraging though. I never quite understand where this is in it. Where this is stating it's been discovered. I never get that. Oh, damn it! I think it's right there. We'll pay them later. Cool. We actually had some success on that. Let's rest. Maybe just a simple rest, nothing fancy. And the day. There's Lumen Tower on the horizon. Let's set up another little rest station here. Let's end the day. I'll keep it pushing. 10. We can force a march here. Be all right. Your crew finds it nearby when the Comitatus makes a short stop. A pile of stones, and around it, arranged in a pattern, some carved tokens. There are also small offerings of all kinds placed next to the tiny shrine. There can be no question about it. The sacred place is dedicated to Ifrons, Saint of Roads. A seasoned traveler yourself, you are aware that the elusive holy figure may bestow blessings on those who aid others on the road or place offerings at his shrine. We'll leave an offering of food. Comitatus moves out. Those persistent enough to travel towards the blinding light and scorching heat of the South Carolinas eventually reached the town of Lumen and glimpsed its sandstone buildings protected by its shielding wall. Yet, most of the settlement was built under the sands, sheltered from the lethal temperatures and unbearable shrine of the surface. At night, brigades of prospectors flood the still searing crystal forest to get their hands on as rich a bounty as they can, hauling it back to Lumen's bustling underground markets. Apart from imperial crystal harvesting, the town is famous for its resident crystalmancers, ever delving into the secrets of the killers. General inquiries. It is characteristically it is a characteristically hot day in Lumen. The gigantic canvas wall designed to shelter the town from the constantly emitted high temperature of the nearby South Caleres only manages to fend off the worst of the scorching heat. The air is still sweltering, almost searing your skin. Accordingly, these streets are largely empty, as during the day most of the townsfolk seek shelter in their dwellings in the expansive underground tunnels. Only a few merchants and their servants loiter around the marketplace, huddled under the shade of awnings and parasols. Let's talk to the merchants. A half naked, chubby man regards you lazily while sipping something from a water skin. Two slaves fan him with large sheets of linen. From his tattoos and a small banner hanging limply from the awning above him, you conclude that he must belong to House Okuo, a collective of miners and prospectors. You must be out of your mind, standing out there in the open like that. The man accosts you in an amused tone. Not from around these parts, are you? Ask ask him what kind of business he conducts. I was right. You are not from here, around here. He smiles. Why, I am in the same business as most everybody else around here. Crystals, harvesting, buying, selling, processing them. That, and the various logistical challenges associated with them. House Okuo, Bedvios, and to some extent, the damn Darius folks are all in the crystal business. A dangerous but rewarding enterprise. What practical use do these crystals have? Crystals are the raw materials of diverse and manifold uses. They can be carved and shaped to produce tools and weapons, but the rarer ones can be enchanted. For example, to store light and magical energy, they are valuable resources well worth the risk of venturing into the crystal forests. But there is mostly this ceruleus crystals you see, the blue one, flavor, the yellow one. It is quite worthless in comparisons, but it does have its own uses, I suppose. Elsewise, nobody would bother harvesting it at the Flavor Killers out west. Am I right? What can one acquire such protective gear? Goggles for crew and covers for animals are easy, but you can simply buy them outright here in Luman, in the marketplace, if you have the coin. He indicates the stall with a wave of his meaty hand. The shielding crystals required to cast a protective aura is trickier. They are highly in demand, relatively rare, and almost also must be imbued magically by a competent crystal mancer. Right now, there is a shortage of them in Lumen, but if you are interested in getting your hands on one, you should consult with Shibini. She is one local crystalmancer dwelling in an underground vault not far from the marketplace, and is currently looking for someone to accomplish a task for her if I heard correctly. Yeah, nothing going on. Nothing here. The blind Jarka. I think that was just general. The general inquiries. The blind Jaharka. The establishment at the heart of Lumen is swarming with people from all corners of the Empire and beyond during most hours of the day. Vagri mercenaries, laborers, prospectors, and all kinds of travelers gather here to share stories and let off some steam after a long day. Shafts of light penetrate the twilight throughout holes bored into the ceiling of the underground common room. The smell of cheap booze and sweet tobacco fills the air. There is also the constant low murmur of gossiping people. Let's see if we can find potential recruits. You ask around and learn from the barman that one of their bouncers, a fellow named Harvick, is leaving the blind Jaharka. He might be interested in joining the Comitatus. You get the impression that the staff is looking forward to getting rid of him as fast as possible. Let's go talk to Harvick. You find Harvick sitting at the table near the wall of the common room. Nothing about him or his disposition gives you the impression that he works here. Empty mugs are strewn across the table, and he is playing with a nasty knife as you approach him. What you want? He raps without looking. Before you was a large man, completely bald, yet the first thing everyone notices about Harvick is the scythe like right arm, compound eyes, and other insectoid features, clearly the results of the taint. You tell him that word is he might be interested in work and talk about your venture briefly. Harvick's face remains blank, but he looks up and listens intently. When you are done, he motions to the chair across him. You piqued my interest. I give you that. Probably he is cut off by an abrupt he is cut off abruptly by the arrival of two burly men with malevolent gazes. This does not look good. Get up, fecker! One of the men spits, seething with anger. Harvick does not move. It is hard to make head or tails of his expression because of the inhuman compound eyes. Think we're afraid of you because you're in that slammer? I said get! The man cannot finish because the bouncer lunges forward with lightning speed, slashing him across the chest with his mantis arm. The other fellow strikes him on the head with a powerful fist in retaliation, and in seconds a terrible brawl is underway. Another man wielding a knife soon joins the fray against the tainted bouncer, while the rest of the tavern staff seems disinclined to get involved. Very low chances to help. Okay. What if I put some juice on it? Still low. Yeah, let's sit and wait and see. I mean, what we're gonna get, we're gonna pay for here. You lean back, motionless, and watch as the bouncer carves up his assailants with vicious precision. There are moments when you think he will go down from brutally powerful punches, but he always rebounds, retaliating with amazing ferocity. He does not kill his opponents, but maims them badly. In a minute or two, he stands over his beaten foes, bloodied and grinning. He leans closer to the first attacker, the burly man, who is bleeding ferociously. Profusely, huh? Your carpenter buddies put up much a better fight. With a ferocious kick to the head, Harvick knocks out the fellow before he could speak. You look around the common room, and the contempt towards the bouncer is almost palpable. We better leave, boss. These cravens won't do anything, but I don't want them to be around when we talk. He rasps. He rasps to you as he downs the rest of his drink and indicates the exit with a nod. You follow Harvick outside and lead him to a small cafe laid out under the colorful awnings. at the side of the Mancio. The bouncer buys you a round of Tarkian coffee. The coffee is warm and delicious. You lean back on the large pillows of and face Harvick, who has finished his drink and is grinning at you. Sorry for the little scene back there, Vagros, but that's done now. And I was beginning to get interested in your little presentation before those losers cut you off. I suppose an offer was about to follow. Or perhaps you wanted to ask some questions, eh? To judge old Harvick, if he's capable, if he can be trusted. We ask about his skills and abilities. If you're looking for a fighter, look no further, Harvick says, leaning on the table. He is indeed in peak physical condition and seems like something you would not want to provoke in general. As for the rest, I know how to survive and remain unseen out there, and I can be of great help when dealing with the underworld. Malaysia, syndicates, cons, you name it. I can also make people talk, only when necessary. He apparently knows his way around criminals. Ask him to elaborate. I used to run with gangs and was then initiated into syndicates. Coletia. I know people that know people that may be to your advantage should ye ever require such assistance. If you're ever afraid that it will bite you in the ass, I can't give you any guarantees, but I can swear I'll keep my business out of yours. I ain't an active member or anything. Alright, let's see what else we got. I don't care about his past. I don't care about the brawl. Why do you want to be on the road? You mean part of being tired of sitting on my ass and becoming unwanted here? Harvick chuckles. All right, might as well be honest about it. So the things is that this recent encounter opened my eyes to the fact that those who got me into that prison are still out and about pulling strings. I might as well visit them and get some kind of payback. These people are all around the realms. I would not go out of my way to pay them a visit, but if I find one of them, I'll let you know, and we can talk about possibility. Alright, so he's just out here trying to find some victims, alright, let's decide if we're gonna hire him. I'm gonna hire him. So, will you have me in your comitatus, boss? Harvick's lips twist into a crooked smile. So we get bonus to the Loader's Guild. Harvick rises from his pillows and shakes your hand. You won't regret it, you'll see. I'll get to my gear quick as a snake, he says, and I'll meet you in the Mancio here in a moment. As far as I'm concerned, we can get on the road right away, boss. Turn to the Mancio. I think I might go check out the store. Let's go to the Crystal Mancer's vault and see what they got going on. You descend into the underground vaults of Lumen and seek out the laboratory of Shibini the Crystal Mancer. You find it soon enough. The workshop is situated in a small artificial cave somewhat further from the thoroughfare and is easily recognizable by a faint shimmer that emanates from its entrance. As you step inside, you find yourself face to face with a middle-aged woman sitting on a pile of cushions and tinkering with a scale of some kind of glittering dust in the midst of a cluttered laboratory. Her dark hair and fair complexion, along with her deep blue robe and tall stature, give her an air of nobility and sophistication. Have you come to seek my services? She asks in a calm, dulcet tone. Calm, dulcet tones, anyway. You tell her you have. You ask her if indeed she has been able to provide a crystal needed for the shield magic against the heat of the crystal forests. I might be able to, Shabini nods, but of course there is a price, and this time it is not measured in coins. I'm in need of a very specific item, you see. To obtain it is difficult and most likely perilous. Are you still interested? Let's see what you got. Great, she says with a smile. As you know, there is a multitude of different crystals in existence, amazingly varied in size, shape, color, structure, magical potential, and rarity. The one I am currently looking for is one of purest white. No, not the one you ask for. That I have already here, and I will enchant it for you if you bring me what I need. No matter how many coins you offer to her, Shabini is adamant that only in exchange for the rare white specimen will she enchant your shielding crystal. This pure white crystal is extremely rare and, to my knowledge, can only be found around Loom with any kind of consistency. But who knows? Loom is a crystal forest on the border of the Jagged Waste and Arrhenius Vorax to the north. You ask her how it is possible to enter a crystal forest without the very protection you are after. Let me see something. Crystal. It's actually not too far here. Let me see. I'm gonna put a note. Can I put a note? Used to be a way you could do that. I could have sworn that's a way you could like notate this. All right. Hold up. All right. I think now if I go to the main map. I could have sworn you could put like custom notes on here. Oh well, we'll see how well it tracks. Sabrini smiles. That is the interesting part. You needn't go inside Loom itself, but underneath it. The area is infested with Urg. For whatever reason, these creatures have been known to hoard crystals in their lair from time to time. If you manage to find a lair, you stand a good chance to obtain a crystal. You inquire if this means fighting the creatures. Not necessarily, Shabrini replies as she plays with a tuft of her black hair. Irk can be placated by an instance called damp smoke, concocted from the slime grass plant. I don't have any of that on me, but you should be able either to gather slime grass somewhere wet and humid, most likely in a swamp, or purchase damp smoke in any larger town such as Torzog's shelter, I suppose. Or you can take on the Irg with sheer force. The choice is entirely up to you. Do we have a deal? A pure white crystal for an enchanted heat shield. Sure, I'll accept it. Very well. Come back as soon as you have the white crystal. Meanwhile, I shall prepare the enchantment for your reward. Alright. Cool. Let's check the store out. I'm here just kind of on a humbug. Got an extra storage pack. Calories protection. Oh, why would I do that when I can just buy this? You also need a working heat shield and crystals to survive and kill her. So yeah, I ain't gonna buy that yet till I get my shield. Alright, nothing to see here. I got a job to take some obsidian somewhere. Caloris crystals. Let's see what the sales look like across the nation. Ooh, Arca's Quarry, huh? I can buy these cheap and sell them for a little nice slice of change. Oh no! Here we go. Yeah, right here. Torzog Shelter. Yeah. Yeah, let me buy some of them. Some of these here. Maybe I could buy a stack. Only got 5 days worth of food. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, it's not gonna let me buy it? I must not have the space for it. Yeah, I guess I don't have the space for none of this stuff. Or anyways, all right. I guess we're gonna get back on the road now. After this brief rest. Oh, wait a minute. Let me sleep in the damn town. An alchemist shop, huh? People talk about the workshop of an alchemist hidden somewhere in the underground city of Torzog Shelter near Spider Street. Okay. I need to check him out. He might have some stuff I can level into. Bugman. Let's see what we got going on here. Combat skills. Perceptive 2. Oh, big boot. I do like big boot. Need mighty and dexterous. Mighty 2. After you deal damage in melee, you gain initiative and bonus damage. What? From what? Okay. What's this do? Ah. I think I want that. Perceptive too. Let me reset all this. I'm gonna build for that first. Five, huh? Cool, cool, cool. Got those skills locked in for him. Oh no, I don't need to rest. Let me not do that. All right, the first thing first I had in mind, I was not doing this loom thing. I'm heading to Arkin. If it'll be easier just to go over land to Arkin. It does not appear to be the case. I kind of don't want to go south though. That's a long way south, man. Just hit the road when I'm really needing to go north still. Yeah, it ain't worth it. I guess I'm just gonna have to go over land. Let me check scouts. Let's go up to 4 distance away. Whoa, really? That's very expensive. We'll send scouts 3 panels away. Let's send them out on hunting missions, I guess, to prioritize hunting. Oh, damn. That's like in the opposite direction. Not trying to do all that. I probably can quit camp. Arkin right up here. Six days worth of food, all right. Like catch a slab of rest. Let's pay the men. I don't like my debts to get too far out. All right. And it's not what I told y'all to do. We'll rest here. All right, on to Arkin. Nestled beneath the thicket of rock pillars called the Akaros Forest, the imperial town of Arkin is constantly beaten by wind and engulfed in fine dust from the jagged waste. However, unforgivable though its surroundings are, the settlement's inhabitants thrive thanks to Earth's abundant bounty: marble, limestone, granite, and shale. Artists and artisans carve the precious stones in their workshops and warehouses ceaselessly behind the town's silt laden walls under the watchful eyes of the Praetor. Let's holler at the factions and turn in whatever needs to be turned in. Let's see what we got here. It was on time, it wasn't fast. Took a few days. I wish it said how many total days. 13 days was left. We did it on time, that's fine. No missing units. Cool. Got a little money back. Let's visit the market. Man, look at those supplies. Our supplies are low. Let's see what kind of prices we got going on here. You know, we can buy for low, sell for high. This is me trying to freelance when I really don't have to. Might just do these missions. This will all start making sense later. If I was gonna buy copper, I'd buy it in Torzak's shelter. Yeah, Drusian Quarry, huh? They want them dyes out there. It's not really much of a come up though, as I look on here. It's like I can buy linen pretty cheap here. Oh, they like linen. They do like the linen over there, I see. I have to carry in a lot of it to make it worth my while. Oh wow, really? Lumen? Lumen, I can buy the scrap metal for nothing. Holy crap. Man, I slept on that. I done whirl way out here. Bruh, that's shit. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be getting scrap metal out of Lumen. Fuck the dumb shit. That is a come up and a half. Oh man, I'm gonna load my shit down, bro. I'm gonna have to carry my ass out to Lumen and I'll let them about that. Torzak ain't too bad neither. Shit, I can buy that shit. Damn. Oh no, they don't buy it for much out here. But see, I could buy it from here and sell that shit. Yeah, boy. Alright, I gotta keep that in mind. Because alas, let's see, yeah. And I'm I'm kind of getting hyped off that. Let me see what else. What else kind of deals we got here? Anything going to Lumen by chance? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be worth my time. 16 marble to Lumen, and then I'm gonna fill that out with some scrap if I can. Man, I don't know if I got enough space for all that. Mm-mm-mm. Do one more beast of burden, but I don't think we're ready for that yet. I can't afford it. Mm-mm. Man, I might have to get one more of these. I mean, we got the security and everything. Man, I'm gonna buy another one of these beasts, bro. Here, this is what I'm gonna do. It'll make me feel better. I'm gonna save my game. Make a new save. All right, and then let's. I'm gonna buy me a beast of burden. Consumption has gone up significantly, but now we got more space. I need to make it make sense. Um, I said I was gonna buy scrap. Yeah, I was gonna buy scrap. I'm heading to Lumen. Did I get that faction quest? Oh, looks like because I got two. That's why. Okay, that's cool, 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 cool. Anything else I can take on the way? Let's see, where's a Vernum? Nah, that ain't gonna work. That shit way out there. God damn. Nope, not doing that no time soon. Not doing that. That's why they paying all that money. Makes sense. I ain't going down there. That's out of my range. Carpenter's Guild. And Devon. Devon is to the north of where I am. I'm not trying to do that right now. Nothing else going to Lumen for now. That's fine, because I'm about to tear something up with some scrap, bro, because scrap is cheap here. I'll scrap it. Yeah. Actually, I don't even have none of this shit. Show don't. Well, I ain't got no damn scrap. Well, that's a damn shame. Well, it would be nice if they sorted by it'd be nice if they sorted by what they actually have in damn inventory. I done sat here and spent all that damn money. All right, let me see. Hmm. I can sell marble and lumen for 8. that was unnecessary. Buying marble for 5 and selling it for 8. Eh, it's not enough of a come up for my taste. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, that's some shit trade going between here and there. Oh, damn. Hmm. Yeah, shit. I picked up one of those beasts for no reason, but that's fine. I don't got anything going my way, but what I will do, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some supplies. $10 worth of travel. We're good, good, good. I'm gonna run all that. We got plenty of damn space, God. A jewelry shop somewhere in Devon. Exchange some news. All right, we look pretty good. I think we can. Yeah, none of this stuff is on the way, so it's no use, no good looking into any of that. All right, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go here and rest up. I don't think he needs to level up anymore. I think our morale should be pretty good. Yeah, morale's good. Everything's good. We're good. All right. We are headed back to Lumen. Hold on, before I do that, I want to check some distribute for Lotus Guild. Fast in 5 days, heading to Lumen. 16 marble to Lumen. That's what we're gonna do. Anything else we got going on? Deliver a pure white crystal. Deliver text measure. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in Arkin right now. Let's not go anywhere. Let's get back in here. Now I said deliver something. Oh. Oh, did I not do that already? Deliver the tax magistrate's letter to Levantis in Arkin. Here we go. Speak with Levantis. Siltwade Street, dozens. Siltwade Street dozes sleepily under the hot daytime sun, fragrant with sharp, bitter odor of tobacco and bogweed sold by a multitude of vendors here. As you make your way to the three-storied white building where Levantius dwells, you're offered all kinds of baccy, incense, reefers, pipes, hookahs, and the like. Materials and accessories for the connoisseurs of recreational smoking. You dismiss the merchants. You are here for a different reason. Enter the lodging house where Levantus resides. The ground floor of the building is occupied by yet another tobacco shop, the owner of which simultaneously serves as the landlord for a handful of tiny rooms she rents out for those who look for a long-term yet temporary stay in Arkan. The Tarkian woman who doesn't seem to care too much for confidentiality or for the safety or the privacy of her guests, as she immediately and without question points you to the uppermost floor when you ask for Levantius. Ascending a ladder, you come to what is basically the rooftop, covered by a large tent and rickety septums to add a few more bedrooms to the buildings. In one of the more spacious ones, you find a young dark-haired, slender fellow dressed in a tunic, wearing half-moon glasses and bent over a shaky desk. He improvised from small crates, a traveling chest, and various ledgers. Need neither smoke, nor food, nor wine, nor women, he mutters without looking at you as he hears you enter, busy with his calculations. Not now, not later, not ever. I'm sure I already mentioned that. I'm told you might need this, you say, waving the letter you were given to deliver. Straight from the magistrate of tax collector in Torzag's shelter. If you are Levantius, that is. That seems to pique his interest. The young man looks at you, his face suggesting sharp wit, his eyes probing. I am, he replies. I am indeed. And you are? You introduce yourself and hand him the letter. Finally, things do seem to move along. What an utterly unexpected surprise, he mumbles to himself. Ah, and thank you. He unfolds the letter and starts to read immediately. Then, without looking up, he adds absently, Pleased to meet you, of course. Then within an instant he seems to forget that you're even there. At first he reads eagerly, but after a few moments, and an expression of jaded disappointment appears on his face. Splendid. Just splendid. He sighs, then goes on sputtering. Now there's the imperial bureaucracy in full swing, as I know it, reliably incompetent as ever. Good job, you Cretans. Top of the line indeed. Would that you encountered a Silverrod bull during mating season, and you demonstratively clear your throat. Levantius looks up once again, slightly irritated. You are still here, he states, matter of fact. Was there something else you wanted? Then he remembers. But of course, I am to pay you for the fee of delivery. Forgive me, it is just that I have a lot on my mind, and this piece of moronic writing certainly didn't help to diminish any of it. But that's not your fault, is it now? After some rummaging, he finds a coin and gives it to you. Thank you again. You've certainly traveled far to bring me this. Then, as though a thought seemed to cross his mind. Man gave me one lyric, man. I say, friend, he continues while he examines you pensively, am I right to assume that you're quite a traveler? You and Levantius nod at the same time as he is answering his own question. Of course, he says. Would you care to take me with you as a passenger, in case you have plans to visit Lumen anytime soon, for a more than fair compensation, of course? As it turns out, he waves the letter he just received from you. I must leave Arkan earlier than expected and return to my employer. Only if the price is right. Laurentius relaxes a bit before sputtering on. Good, thank you. At least that's one problem out of the way. I shall give you an advance for your troubles right now. The rest you will receive from my employer, Mistress Kandak, as soon as we arrive. Just let me gather my things and cancel my stay here with the weed-breathing hag downstairs. I promise you not to be a burden. We leave Stillway Street along with the benches. And got some money. Cool. Picked up a little travel partner, I guess. The Shop of Tomatoes. There is a curio shop one street off the market. Beneath the shadows of an awning, a variety of strange sculptures, both small and large, stand on display. The statues depict various creatures, mostly sentient beings of the Riven realms. The only thing they have in common is that they all appear to be unfinished to some degree, and that their faces seem to express some kind of reverential longing. Or is that pain? From inside the shop, you hear the sound of hammering and chiseling. Into the store. You enter the spacious venue stuffed to the walls with sculptures, crafting materials, and all kinds of tools. In the far end, you see an archway opening to a huge inner yard, also filled with the statues and large slabs of raw stone. In a corner, an enormous figure stands hunched over a workbench, busily chirping away at something with a chisel. Upon hearing you enter, it turns around, revealing a sight you were not prepared for. Greetings, I am Thematis, the proprietor of this store. How may I serve you? He, or it, says with a voice reminiscent of two slabs of coarse stone grinding against each other. Thematis. Oh, Thematis looks like a statue himself, but only almost. His limbs and torso appear to be made of crude clay, except for his hands that are those of a bone-figured skeleton. His head is a yellowed skull with an eerie glow in the eye sockets, and his chest is open, revealing a frail rib cage with the clay hull. All in all, it looks like someone started to encase a human skeleton inside a constantly damp clay golem of sorts, but has not quite finished the job. Look around the store and decide what to do. Thematis is standing at his workbench, listening to you intently. Ask Thematis about his wares. Of course, the skeleton draws, utter, mocking the movement of lifting mouths quite unnecessarily. The voice seems to come from somewhere inside the body. Everything you see around here is for sale. Trust your time to browse at your leisure. I am also interested in buying statues of you. You have, should you have sale, or any for sale, sell him something. What can I sell him? What else we got? Let's see. Buy a sculpture. Exquisite wood carving for 8. What does it do? Reduce fire resistance. What we get? Bonus regeneration. And I guess that could be cool. Yeah, it's not too pricey. Oh, I'm actually low on cash. Can't buy it right now. Goodbye. Nice meeting you, my fellow. You can always come back if I really, really want that. All right. Oh, yeah, we're good to daddle. Let's see if we can make it back to Lumen in one piece. Mm, 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 mm. I mean, that's some rough travel here. Some rough travel out there. Yeah, I'm gonna take the consistent route, maybe. We'll rest here. We'll pay our people. End the day. How much money we got? Our food, 9 days, yeah. We'll make it there in 9 days. Of this I am certain. About an hour after the Kamatata settles down, a terrible shriek pierces the night. Many of your crew jump out of their beds, weapons drawn, but the howl is distant enough not to be in immediate threat. People are about to return to bed when another scream is heard, then another one, and another one. It goes on for hours, and the originator seems to wander around the camp, always out of sight, under the cover of darkness, always just too far to be comfortable to investigate. A group of guards eventually set out in a bad mood to find the source of the howls and kill it or scare it away, but they do not find anything. Eventually, after hours, the bone-chilling screams, the howler disappears. Not a lot of the crew manages to get a good night's sleep, including you. The new day promises to be an exhausting one. You lost some vigor. Not so fresh. Not so fresh. All right, let's rest. Now, how do I get my vigor back up? Hmm. Anyways, let's do this. I'm gonna pay them later. It's the end of the day. All right, looming on the horizon. Escort Levantus to his mistress. Levantius leads you to the underground vaults of Lumen, where his employer resides on a somewhat secluded street. You come to a huge bolted door to which a piece of parchment is fastened. Enter at your own peril. That's just for keeping the undesirables away, Levantius explains as he quickly pushes a few hidden panels and opens the door. Mistress Kundak entertains herself. Mistress Kundak entertains herself with some rather unorthodox experiments. True, but the greatest danger here is that the harrowing effect of her extraordinary messiness might have on more organized minds, you'll see. As soon as you step inside, you can see that he was right. The interior of the vast workshop is a veritable labyrinth of scrolls, books, slates, shelves, chests, workbenches, alembics, minerals, unidentifiable tools, and other apparatus. Amidst astrolabes and braziers on chains, a complete skeleton of what must have been Krarags hangs from the ceiling. A prominently placed display stands in full, or a prominently placed display stand is full of reptilian bones and scales of various sizes and colors. Drawing boards feature sketches of leathery wings, claws, fangs, vertebrae, skulls, and other anatomical parts of, well, there's no doubt about that, dragons. You almost jump when suddenly, from amidst the chaos, a thin, ghost like apparition emerges and passes by you. It is a pale, middle aged woman, not unprepossessing in her strangeness, dressed wholly in white, with short hair of the same color. Evangelius, are you are home? She asked in a high, singing voice, without looking at either of you, or stopping for even a moment. That would be Mistress Kendak, says Levantius with resignation. Levantius matches her steps and signals you to come along. An accurate observation, as always, Domina, he sputters. I would supplement it, if I may, with an addendum that I am, in fact, 2 months early, thanks to our highly esteemed contacts at the Magistratum of Tax Collection. Not that I presume to bog you down with such minute details. I just thought it would be in order to inform you. Good work, Levantis, good work. Kandak replies while opening a drawer and examining its contents with a frown. And our guest, also from the Magistratum? You didn't think she even noticed you. Levantis clears his throat. No, Damina, he says. This here is the wayfarer who was kind enough to escort me from Arkan. Kandak nods and hums. Levantius clears his throat again. For a fee, as is usual, he adds pointedly. Oh, yes, quite, his mistress says, opening another drawer and offering a bulging pouch, heavy with coin in your general direction. Nice of you to bring back Levantius. He is so lost sometimes. I wonder how he'll manage when we're finally out there. You can tell Levantius had ample time to practice how to keep his composure. Levantis leaves your comitatus, and we get 3 Leerg. Meh. Good that you mention it, Domina. He smiles politely. It occurred to me while traveling with our new friend here that, inept as I am, it would be feasible to seek further assistance in our endeavors, for which possible candidate is practically right at hand. Kandak regards the two of you with beady eyes. You mean to suggest to hire the Vagrus? She asks. Levantius smiles even more politely. That would be the gist of my words, Domina. Kandak gives this a thought, then shrugs. Of course, why not? Then she turns to you, although her gaze is directed somewhere behind your back. Do seek employment. Do you seek employment? I have coin. Weighing the pouch she just gave you as if it was nothing, you have no doubt of that. I do. Wonderful, Kandek says with a radiant smile. I am looking forward to work with you. With that, she turns away and disappears quickly in the maze that is her workshop. You give Levantius a quizzical look. I know, he shrugs. The mistress tends to be preoccupied with less worldly matters, but don't let that deter you. She is brilliant, otherwise I would not suffer her whimsies. And wealthy. That, of course, is also an important factor. As for your work, right now we are in a bit of a disarray, but if you return sometime later, we will surely have some errands for you to run. If I can get her to focus, that is. Leaving the strange workshop, you can't help but wonder what you've gotten yourself into. All right. All right. I was gonna sell some marble, but let me see if let me sell all my marble. Oh, how do I sell all of it? I'm, I done sold a goddamn marble. Well, that sucked. See if there's any other jobs I can take. Doesn't appear to be the case. My reputation is lower than the ability to take these jobs. Too low on the reputation. Strange store in Sun Rock. Nothing to see here, nothing to see. Let me see what quests I got. Alright. Pure crystal. Bring all kinds of goods and items to Kandak and Lewin until she has everything she needs. She hadn't really told me what to bring. The old wanderer. There he goes. Visit Brax's shop. And yeah, so Torazog shelter is where I'm going to go next. But for now, that is going to conclude what we got going on here tonight, good people. Fantastic, fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and call it. Let me get my save on. Save the game. It's good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Let's exit to the main menu. All right, folks. It's been kind of a rough patch of weeks, but we'll get it. We'll be back. Don't forget, when you get your hands on that keyboard, joystick, gamepad, mouse, or light gun, you be sure to game it good, and we will catch you on the next one.